Hello, Monsters Abound here. When I started this YouTube channel I had two things, a dream and £10 million. Although last night I had a dream about being locked in a shopping centre overnight with a bunch of very stressed security guards. Make of that what you will. And also I've spent the £10 million on, I don't know, like a really nice pair of socks. Like a really nice pair of socks. It's like wearing two kittens on your feet. It's delightful. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 3 of my Kemmler campaign. There's Kemmler. I'm currently laying siege to Castle Artois. We've got two blood kisses, two blood smooches, that's good. And yeah, we're trying to take down Artois. They currently hold up...
No.
Shut up, Edouard, you knob. Ah, these French people. Literally, yeah, exactly, Kemmler. That's what we're going to do. We're going to obliterate them. We're currently holed up outside Castle Artois, laying siege. They've got one... They've got Tallulah over here, and the stupidly named Edouard. It's just a stupid way of saying Edward. So we're going to call him Edward. I'm actually hoping that no, what's his name? It's not Cassian. It's Gilfoy or something. Whoever the faction leader is pops back up, and then we can stab him again and get another blood smooch. And then pick up the first of our vampiric bloodlines. Oh, yeah. That's feeling pretty good, isn't it? I haven't yet... I'm recording this before the first one's gone out because I'm going to have to. Because next weekend I'm going to be away, which means I'm not going to have the weekend to record videos, which means I'm going to have to do more recording now to get it out in time. Otherwise, there'll be no video. So... a little bit of advanced recording, so I haven't seen what people have suggested which bloodline we go for, although to be honest, I'd only take your suggestions and then go for Necrachs anyway, so no. And of course we've got the Agent 47, who has been wounded twice in a row while trying to perform his duties, which means I might actually demote him to Agent 46 for being incompetent. Idiot. It's so hard to find good help these days. So very hard. Anyway, so we're laying siege, and there's not much more we can do, really, so just going to end the turn. I'm hoping, actually, they sally out, but I suspect I'm going to be disappointed. I suspect they're just going to sit there and wait for me. Although, what they might do, actually, is invite people to declare war on me, which means I then have to pull back. Plus, we've only got 5 turns before Gisero, or the Forest of Ardennes, rebels anyway. But hopefully we can get that under control. The other problem, of course, is that we need some vampiric corruption buildings to really help us, and we've got nothing at the moment. And for some reason, we're getting some weird, untainted osmosis, and I don't know where it's coming. Oh, Marienburg's been destroyed already. Luon. Interesting. He'll have a few settlements now. That means he's going to be spread out, which means if we move fast, we might be able to grab Marienburg from him. I mean, Marienburg is super duper rich. Oh, there's Tallulah. Where are you going? You running away? Good. Yeah, go and say hello to the Red Duke. Okay, we got recruit. Oh, hello. A great migration comes to your borders. Oh, hello. Yes. We get reduction in public order, but we're already rubbish public order anyway, so you may as well come on in. Come on in and grow my settlements. 9 turns until a surplus point. Holy balls. It's absolute garbage, isn't it? Yeah, well, not just yet. Kemmler, we've still got a couple of turns to wait, I think. But we can get distribute grave gifts. It's only going to take 4 turns. It's going to give us a little bit more armour for our skeletons. And then we can get Defiler of the Ancient Barrows, which is going to reduce, like, clear out the upkeep for skeletons and give us a lot more money, which is very exciting. Very excited about that. Can't wait. Looking forward to that. If only Agent 46 wasn't so absolutely incompetent, we might have actually had that a little bit faster. Never mind. Never mind. No point crying over spilt milk, is there? Of course, we do actually have some rights because I've got the Old World Rites mod. So we'll have to keep an eye on those. I think one of them does increase vampiric corruption, so we might have to just maybe play around with that. I need to check how to get that, actually. Have a quick look at that. See what we can do.
My old stomping ground. So many deaths. Is this a parley to stop me returning, I wonder?
You want a peace treaty? How can I put this? Chilfoy? No. No. No, you're dead, mate. You are absolutely bloody dead. Okay, we've got a corrupted village. Where's that? Over in Karak-Ziflin. Okay, good. Good. I'm thinking maybe... the income generated would actually be quite nice if we could have that. The other thing is we could get dye production, but we're not trading with anyone at the moment, so there's no point doing that. I think we're going to get a giblet, or gibbet even. Sorry, not giblet. Gibbet, just because it's going to give us +1 public order and income generated. Although the balefire... At the moment, we've got a problem because Luon is sitting in... Oh, it's Gustav. Oh, it's Gustav and Luon and a bunch of agents are sitting in Grungzint, which is technically part of this fucking province. Brilliant. And because of that, it's reducing our vampiric corruption. Screw you. We're also getting 6 untainted osmosis. What the... from where? Is it from Bretonia? Where are we getting this from? Honest to... What fresh new hell is this? Okay, I think we're going to wait. We're going to wait there as well. Let's just give it one more turn, I think. Just to be on the safe side. Let's have a quick look at the rights. Okay, the right of willpower. Which is... Oh, it's quite pricey, isn't it? A witch house. We need a witch house. Okay. Right of strength. After winning 5 battles, but we don't have any vampires, so no point doing that. Right of dominance, public order, that would be quite nice. Recruitment for vampires, we can't have vampires at the moment because of my own little special rule. Recruitment cost of Vargals and Vargal, well, we don't have those. Recruit rank for skeleton zombies, well, that could be potentially quite useful. We've got the right of intrigue, which is fine if you have trade partners, which we do not. So the only one that's, I mean, the right of dominance could potentially be useful. The public order could potentially be useful. That's rank 7. Kemmler's currently rank 5, so there is that. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go one more turn, and then we're going to hit Castle Artois, and hopefully finish them off. And if we can get that under control, I'm hoping that Moussalon can then start spreading vampiric corruption into my provinces to help me a little bit. And also we can get a trade deal with him then. We can get a little bit of trade going on with the Red Duke. Hopefully get him on side. Hopefully confederate with him. Boom. Then we have vampires. And also the Red Duke. I don't know if the Red Duke is actually any kind of different... I don't know whether the Red Duke's worth it over having like one of the new Bloodline lords. I don't know whether he's actually any better or any worse. I think he might just be a bog standard vampire lord. Could be wrong though. We'll take a look. We will take a look. Okay, we are almost ready. I did want the 4 siege towers because I think that's going to come in useful. Okay, we failed that, but okay, we had other things to do. I don't know where... Oh, Tallulah is just sat over... No. He's crying into a river there, slowly suffering from vampiric attrition, crying into a river because there's nothing he can do to save his friends. And unlike a Saturday morning cartoon, there is literally nothing he can do to save his friends. They're all going to die horribly. There go our siege towers gliding silently over the landscape. Although, what I have just noticed, rather creepily, is they've got little bone sphincters. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm confused. Anyway, the rest of Kemmler's force is just hanging back until we can start our advance. Obviously, we want to engage the archers before we start taking too much damage. because the Bretonnians have a lot of archers here. And that would cause significant damage to us if we were to advance before they were locked down. If I have sort of mistimed it a bit, as we're going to start getting shot, but it's not going to be too bad. Our siege towers have now arrived at the walls. And in come the Cairn Wraiths, and some skeletons, and we're taking a little bit of fire here, but it's not too bad. It's fine. It's survivable. It's not like they can hit any vulnerable spots anyway on a skeleton, so that's fine. And there comes our corpse cart, of course, buffing our melee attack and defense. That's very nice. See, with the skeleton spearmen, their melee defense is actually 42 with the corpse cart nearby. That's like dwarf warrior level. So actually, pretty bloody good. So skeletons locking down these peasants on the wall, and we've got the enemy general there, whatever his face is, doesn't really matter. It's not Chilfoy, it's someone different. And they are defending the walls. We're going to send more skeletons up into the siege towers. Up they come. We're going to overwhelm them with sheer weight of numbers. So far so good. We've got units attacking the gates, taking that down. There comes on more skeletons pouring out, trying to pin them down, overwhelm them, kill them all. Moving Kemmler and some skeletons up. And we're going to get Krell in here. In comes Krell to deal with the enemy lord. He's kind of by himself though. I probably mistimed this. What I wanted it to do was like pull the unit away from the gates so that when the gate does come down we can charge our units in. Unfortunately my units weren't actually taking out the gate that quickly, so Krell's sort of by himself. I mean, he's still doing some good stuff. 3 kills there. We're going to heal him up just to be on the safe side, but he is, of course, he's taking damage. He's being shot with arrows from every, although to be fair the arrows seem to be hitting quite a lot of their own peasants, so that's fun. And including their lord there, he's got several arrows stuck in his face, which is not indicative to good health. But Krell is going to unfortunately succumb to the archers, but that's going to give us a little bit of time to finish off the units up on the wall here. As you can see, we're overwhelming them now, finishing them off, breaking them, and the gate is coming down. Going to get some units coming down from the wall to try and reach Krell, but they just can't get in time. And poor old Krell eventually does end up getting shanked. But not before. He does quite a lot of damage. Down he goes. Just as the gates come down, that gives us just enough time to come charging in and pin down these units so we can actually get our cavalry into the city. It's not usually a good idea to get cavalry sort of blobbed in like this, but actually the Black Knights are not bad melee cavalry. Their melee defense is actually not awful, so they can actually sit there quite happily and just hack their way through. Of course, we do have some spearmen here who are going to be good against anti-large, but I'm hoping sheer weight of numbers and the fact, of course, that we've got the corpse cart nearby should help just pip us over the edge. So it's a case of trying to, this is where I wish I had Wind of Death, because a nice Wind of Death here would have been not only glorious, but also very satisfying. See how the walls are doing. We are definitely getting there. Cairn Wraiths hacking their way through, chopping people's heads off, and there we go. Those units are breaking. Now we can chop them to pieces. They got surrounded, skeletons all around them. They're not going to go anywhere. And all the units on this side breaking as well. Again, being surrounded by skeletons and being chopped to pieces. Meanwhile, the enemy general is very low on health, having dealt with Krell. And ideally, we should be able to kill him. So in comes Hildenbrand, who I'm going to rename, but I haven't decided what I'm going to name him yet. So Hildenbrand is going to miss that poor little peasant over there, and then come in and deal with the enemy general if he can reach him. But he's getting away. He's getting away. Never mind, these units are completely surrounded. The Khan Wraiths, dealing with these last few spearmen at arms on the wall, are going to come down and deal with these archers over here, because they're starting to be a real pest. They're just firing indiscriminately into my mass of undead, so we need to deal with those. But we're definitely winning this. We've got the advantage. We're cutting through them. There we go. Those units are now routing, and that's going to cause a bit of a chain rout as the rest of the units start to flee. And then we can now charge this little blob over here, causing yet more fear and, of course, terror. So these units are now terrified because the Hex Race just charged them in the flank. So we now just need to cut them down. And we definitely have control of the gatehouse. The Khan Wraith are going to chase down these archers. Finish them off so they can't start shooting at us again. Meanwhile, the main blob is going to advance up this little street past the wall. Shouldn't be too tricky, especially because the archers again seem to be shooting a lot of their own people. Everywhere I look, there seem to be peasants with arrows lodged in them, and that's not my doing. That's definitely, you know, their own side. Some units are trying to rally, but then very bravely running away. Where's the enemy general? Oh, there he is. He's still there. He's still fighting on, just about. The knights, black knights, are charging down the little streets here to try and lock down these peasant bowmen, but we do have a men-at-arms unit moving in to intercept.
Let's get to it, lads.
And yet more fleeing Bretonnians heading towards the city centre back over there. But the Hex Race and more black knights are moving to intercept. Meanwhile, the Khan Wraiths are still chasing down archers. But they've been doing good work. 112 kills there on them. Very nice. These black knights have now engaged the men-at-arms here and the peasant bowmen. And the Hex Race going to ride down these rallying units. And the black knights were going to follow them, but I managed to head them off at the last second because, yes, we've got a little blob over here, which is currently somewhat occupied. You can see the peasant bowmen know what's going to happen. But soon the black knights are in position. Lovely little charge there. Squishing them between two sides. Very nice. Now these guys are just going to get absolutely butchered. And while that's happening, the enemy lord has died, and the Hex Race are just finishing off the last few rallying units and chasing them back off the field. We do still have some units over there, but as you can see, army losses has taken effect, and they're fleeing as well. In fact, everyone is running for their lives. Okay, well, we lost a unit of skeletons, but I think that's probably alright. That's probably fine. And we've taken Castle Artois, which we are going to just occupy, I think. Okay, we've got the Rite of Strength, so that's one for the vampires, which, well, we don't have at the moment, so we won't worry too much about that. And it's a level 1 castle. Fantastic. So there's absolutely fuck all here. I think what we might need to do is get our growth on. So let's knock down that and get some more growth. Public order here is going to be absolutely... Is that going to rebel? Might be better to let it rebel this turn, to be honest. Okay, Heinrich. I think we're going to give you Raise Dead. There's a lot of skills I would like to give him, but I think Raise Dead is probably going to be what we want to do right this second. Hildebrand. Do you want a skeletal steed? To be honest, I'm thinking maybe just buff up your melee attack. Do something like that. Public order here is still atrocious. Right, we are going to get the Balefire Brazier. And hopefully that will... What the hell is giving us 6 osmosis for Untainted? Is it like Castle Carcassonne or something? Or whatever. Isn't it not Carcassonne? Carcassonne's down here. Castle Bretonia, Corone, or whatever it is. Sion. Okay.
Do you take me for a child?
Okay, so now we do border Mousselon. So.
You seek out the Von Casterings.
Can I not get a trade deal with you? Is that not a thing? I could trade with Bastogne. Why? Oh. It's because the road comes through Castle Bastogne. So I would need to take Castle Bastogne to trade with Mousselon. Lovely. Okay, well, not the end of the world. I think what we need to do next is look at maybe taking out Bretonia. But the problem is, we're going to have a lot of issues with corruption at this point in time. I don't think it's come... Oh, hello. Hello. Grail Shrine. Okay, so that's giving us 1. So where's the rest coming from? Oh, I bet they've got bloody Grail Shrines all over here. I bet there's Grail Shrines everywhere. Ugh, spreading that horrible non-vampire corruption. Ugh. Oh, beastly. Public order, growth. Yes, let's take growth, because I need to build this. Actually, this is an issue, because I can't leave these provinces by themselves. What I think I need is the skeleton-free tech, and then get another army. I think that's what we need to do. I'm hoping that Chilfoy replaces Tallulah and then comes back and suicides himself on Castle Artois and gives me yet another lovely little blood smooch. Okay, Vampire Council declared war on Zufbar and Stirland. That's not unsurprising. It's pretty much as expected. Now, my slight concern is that the Empire is probably going to attack me. Hello, Paravon? Am I at war with Paravon? No, because there's foreign trespasser.
Your prestige grows, my lord.
Yes, okay, goodbye. Okay, for many years, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, good. That's that done. Agent 47, or should I say 46, is back. Forest of Ardennes is going to rebel. Castle Artois has negative growth. Fan-bloody-tastic. And we've got the Lair of the Barrows. A promising start. Darkness grows and the dead walk across the mountain chain. The forces of order are troubled not just by vampires in Sylvania, but by the darkness that now shrouds the peaks of the Grey Mountains. But Kemmler's nascent realm must continue to fester, or else the mortals will fight back, and all the Lich Master's work will be undone. Okay. Okay. This is troubling. We're also going to have a rebellion here. So let's stab you. Got Crown of Command, Restless Spirit, Right of Dominance, Tallulah's dead, Artois is dead. Good. Okay, Heinrich is going to have... tempted to get that. Barded Nightbow would be nice to keep him out of trouble. Let's go for Immortal Challenger. Let's do that. Right, Agent 47
Do you need fresh troops?
Well, knowing you, I won't get them. You're Agent 46 now. You're getting demoted every time you fuck up. Okay, this is troubling. Don't like that. How does Paravon feel about me? I'm going to assume not friendly. Okay, well that's kind of to be expected. Let's go and steal 56% chance. Come on. Right, okay, that's more like it. Good job, Agent 46. At this rate, maybe you'll get upgraded to Agent 47 again. But let's take it day by day. Right, we want you to steal technology. That's going to help us. There we go, 129% research rate now. That's good. Like that a lot. We'll give +6 public order. However, I'm almost tempted to let it rebel. However, I don't like the fact they're sat right, because we could lose Karak Ziflin. And that point, is there any point building that Balefire Brazier there? Brazier. I'm going to cancel that because I don't trust them. However, Castle Artois does have walls. So let's get the Corrupted Village there. And then we will save the rest of our penny. Oh, actually, no, we can do something here, can't we? I'm almost tempted to get that. But I think for the moment we're just going to go for growth because it's going to take so long to get the growth we need. And we're going to have an imminent rebellion. I think Paravon's going to declare war on us. In fact, I'm almost certain of it. Okay, we've had a rebellion. That's fine. Looks like... Is that Chilfoy's back again? Guess who's back? Back again. Chilfoy's back. Tell a friend. But be quick, because very soon we're going to smash his face in again. Okay, let's see what Paravon does. If they run away, that's good. Okay, Mousselon's on the move. I don't mind that. That's fine. You're just raiding me. I mean, that's not ideal, but it's fine, I guess. Okay, we've got armour for Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen. That's good. We've got a mission. I thirst. Our kin requests we strike a blow to their enemy by slaying their greatest mortal fighter in battle. Do this, we'll be more susceptible to our dominion.
Lord of Boitonia.
Okay, well, we'll look at that. Oh, it's not Chilfoy, it's some knobhead.
I need more minions.
Come here. Come here. I'm just going to resolve this. Right. Doodle pip. Let's murder the captives. I mean, that wasn't Bastogne, but okay. I'd like the fact we've got a charm shield. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, we've got a charm shield, so it's going to give more melee defense. And a ward save for 17 seconds, so that's good. And we've got a Rest of Spirit and a Gravedigger. And Carrion. More Carrion. Good, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And a skill point. Perpetual Regeneration. Gives him melee defense and hit points. That sounds quite nice. Sounds quite good. Casualty replenishment rate, though, would be very nice. But I feel like Invocation of the Heck is such an important spell for the undead that we should grab that. And then Hildenbrand von Sinclair is going to have Deadly Blade. And we're also going to give him a Charmed Shield. And, I don't know, maybe a Rest the Spirit. And why not have a Student? And Raise Dead. Sure. Something like that. And actually we could give him the Potion of Healing. And you don't have anything there. Crown of Command is better than the Feathered Oak, because that thing is just literally useless. Okay. Okay. Public order is still complete garbage here. And it's starting to be complete garbage here, thanks to Paravon, who are basically piddling in my pudding. Okay, what do you got? Grail Shrine. Untainted, yes. And of course, because Grung's Int is right here, it does count as being right next to it. So, we're being riddled with untainted corruption. Ugh. Just the worst. Okay. Okay, well, let's get the Fire of the Ancient Barrows, because that's going to give us upkeep reduction for all of our skeletons, which, considering our army upkeep is 2.5k, and I reckon a good... Yeah, that's going to make 8, 9, 10. So, I reckon that's going to reduce it by about 900? 900 to 1,000 upkeep? Thanks to free skeletons. And then we can get another free army. And then we've got a horde running around. And then we can actually get some shit done. Yeah. We can get another necromancer. To be honest, I'd kind of be meaning to do that anyway. Lawkeeper, aggressive. Lawkeeper is not necessarily a bad thing to have. But we can recruit a lord. Jurgen von Ho... Oh, hello. Disciplined. That's quite nice to have, isn't it? I'm thinking maybe we get Jurgen right now. He looks like a friendly chap. Old Jurgen. Come on, Jurgen. That's it. Go into Blackstone Post. At least try and maintain some fucking order. If I go here, that's going to make it a little bit better. But that lack of corruption is still just absolutely smashing it. I should have moved Agent 46. Did I do that? Or did I not? I can't remember. It's no big deal. I don't think the stealing research stacks anyway. It just increases the amount of time, I think, or refreshes it, so... We don't need him to do it every single turn, let's put it that way. Although obviously doing it more will mean he might get traits that make it better. So he probably wants to keep him at it as much as possible. But he can also assault armies. So maybe we should move him over to Paravon and start beating up that army a little bit. Assuming he can. That's it, Moussalon. That's it. Get stuck in. Finish off the horrible Grail. That's it. Go away. Shoot. Go on. Get lost. Not sure what that was about. Beastmen. Okay. Ah, we've got a Chaos Tombblade. Having realised the limits that mortality places upon him, Heinrich Kemmler made it his life's work to escape them. He became a great and much feared necromancer until his rivals brought him to his knees by bopping him. Now he wanders the land, his body broken and his mind blasted. However, somewhere within, his innate lust for power still burns. As his faltering steps take him close to an ancient barrow, he hears a whisper that cuts through the chaotic whirl of his shattered thoughts. Almost unbidden, the words of summoning form on Kemmler's lips. And the Brayherd's Gum over there. Okay, fine. And of course, because we actually have a White King in our army, then that's completed. Now we need 2 units of Graveguard in the army. What is thy will, master? He thought. The thoughts enter Kemmler's head, resonating like the echoes of a crypt. The necromancer's unfocused gaze shifts, taking the imposing figure clad in tarnished gold and bronze armour, which stands before the barrow's broken door stone. The blazing eyes of the White King are fixed point around which Kemmler's thought coalesce and steady themselves. Through covered in sores and clad in beggar's rags, the black tendrils of his necromantic power wind through his frame, and he is a Lich Master once more. Bring the others, he croaks. We want some friends. We've already got some friends, but we need some more friends. Okay, that's a start. That's helping. That's helping. Okay, with Paravon buggering off, I'm wondering maybe we go for defences rather than... How much growth do we need to this? 2. That's going to be in 4 turns. So actually, yes, let's get defences. Just because I don't trust Parabol. Don't trust them. How do Mousselon feel about this?
Greetings, brothers. What does my bloodline require?
I'm not your bloodline, mate. But, yeah, they quite like me. I like all my kind of good stuff. I could maybe boost that by raiding someone. But I wouldn't be able to do it right away. Okay, public order is okay here. Is that increasing? It is increasing, but not by a huge amount. Oh, and that osmosis is still kicking my ass. I think we just need to wait for the Defier of the Ancient Barrow, because once we've got that, we can get another army up, and that then makes us a little bit stronger. And to be honest, what I really need is garrisons in locations just to hold off the inevitable rebellions that we're going to get, because we don't have enough vampiric corruption. And even down here, they're struggling. So, next steps. I think we need to deal with Bretonnia, because if we don't deal with them, then we're just going to continue to get our ass kicked by the corruption problem. So, with that in mind, I think what we need is maybe to head back to Blackstone Post and pick up some more Black Knights. That's what I'm thinking. So let's head to Gisero.
Let us make doom.
And then that's going to give us a little bit more public order. And then we can head over to Blackstone Post, recruit some units, and then head back. And hopefully by then, we will have Jurgen von Hall with some... Ooh, we could get some crit ghouls. Thing is, I just don't know. Karak Ziflin is so out on a limb there. For some reason, I have this nice long line of provinces and only one army to defend them. And really, I need both my armies in the same location. So, I'm not going to upgrade Karak Ziflin. I'm going to assume that until we get defences there, we're going to lose it at any time. I think that makes sense. So, okay, we're going to go and grab some Black Knights. We're going to get the tech that reduces our skeletons to 0 upkeep. And then we're going to attack Bretonnia and take them down. Of course, it might be slightly difficult to take Cologne because it's going to have super duper defences. Although, it's under siege. Really? Doesn't look like it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It says it's suffering attrition because it's under siege, but it's not under siege, is it? It's a bit weird. Might have to take a closer look at that. But that's unfortunately going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.